Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to take a little look at a new feature that I implemented for my personal website. That feature is signal boosting, and signal boosting, I believe it originally comes from this blog post by Z that was written in 2020 when we were all locked down. A lot of people were losing their jobs. It was a very uncertain time. People didn't know when they were going to be able to get hired again. And so what Z did was add this signal boosting page where people could list their skills, links to some websites, portfolios and stuff like that. And I thought this was a really great way. Like, if you have a website that sees a reasonable amount of traffic, like, you don't need to be the biggest website in the world, but if you have a niche, especially a technical niche, you can use your viewership to help people, former colleagues, friends, find jobs, especially to stand out to recruiters as well. Yeah, I was recently laid off. I was laid off immediately before Thanksgiving, along with, I think it was 25% of the company. And, you know, it just went from bad to worse. A lot of people were pressured into taking voluntary redundancy as well. And a lot of great people that I previously worked with are now out of jobs and looking for new jobs. So I thought I would add a signal boost page on my own website for my former colleagues, or, you know, people also that I have interacted with in the open source space. So right now it's just this, because I haven't really officially launched this yet. I just implemented it, and I thought I'd walk through the implementation. So Z implemented this with Dal, and Z's blog is very, very cool. And I don't understand all of it, but it has various build steps, and, you know, mine is relatively plain, I guess. It's just a plain old Hugo website with me abusing HTML and Markdown on the regular. But yeah, let's get into some code. So let's see, where did I start? So I started off with a template, right? And so this is what you see here. Basically, I did some styling on the table, which you'll see when we add some dummy data. And I added just a description. If you'd like to add yourself, come here and open a PR. So far, so good. But we actually, when we have people in the data.json, we don't have anybody yet, but when we do have people in there, we want to take a couple of steps before we deploy to make sure that the data from here is reflected here in a Markdown table. So why did I just close Vim? I did not mean to do that. So I came up with this little build script. What this does is it grabs whatever is on master here. Let's use the example so that we can see how it looks as well. And then if the signal boosts JSON that we download is not empty, we're going to template it. So we'll copy the template into, oh my god, that's not right, signal boosts populated. Signal boosts populated. Okay, well, I fixed a bug while I was at it, so I will commit that too. But we make a copy of our template, right? And then we do some JQ magic to turn it into a tab-based values TSV. It's like a CSV, but it's separated with tabs. And then we use awk to build out a very rudimentary markdown table. And then we put all of that output into signal boosts populated. Then once we have that file, we move it over into our content folder under signal boosts. And that's if we have something in the file that we download from here. Otherwise, if we don't have anything, we just copy the plain old template, which is what you see here, to the content folder, and then we continue with the build. There were a couple of tweaks that I made in my config.toml as well. Not tweaks really, I just added a new menu item here. Signal boosts / signal - boosts. And so this gives it a name. I'm not really sure what the identifier is for, to be honest. I'm not really sure. Let's make a few little edits while I'm here that catch my eye. But here, this / signal boosts means that it is going to look in content for signalboosts.md. So why don't we do signal boosts? And it says signalboosts.json is populated, and that, if you recall, is because there we go. That is, if you recall, because we switched this to example. So since it's populated, why don't we run Hugo locally and check that out? So we'll go localhost 1313 / signal boosts. And here you can see the example is me. Why don't we get the example JSON up as well? So who, that's me, GZ. These are some of the skills that I have. You can put in as many as you want. And then the links are just formatted as markdown links, and each one will be separated with a BR. And so that ends up looking like this. So whoever would like can open up a pull request here, add an object of themselves, and then, when it comes time to build, they will be added to this table. It's a nice way to boost the signal. There was a change, however, that I had to make for this. So my Hugo website, static website, is deployed on Cloudflare Pages, and the only thing that I had to do here was update the build command to run signalboosts.sh first. Now you do need to be careful. There are a few restrictions when it comes to using the Cloudflare Pages build tool. So if you see here, I'm using curl, I'm using JQ, I'm using awk, not using a lot of stuff. I'm using some stuff, right? So if I go to, I think it's here, language support and tools. So I'm still on V1. I'm not sure where I can... Here, so current version 1, build system version. And you can go between version 1 and version 2. But the reason that I stayed on version 1 was because if you look at version 2 here, this list does not include JQ, whereas this list does include JQ, and I figured out through trial and error that it also includes awk. So we have all of the dependencies that we need for our little build step here. So, we're good, we don't have to worry. So if you want to do something like this, if you want to basically copy this, you can do the same thing on Cloudflare Pages, provided you use version 1 of the build system. Cool. And I think that's it, right? I think that is all there is to signal boosting. So if we have worked together in the last couple of years, if you also got laid off, if you were pressured into taking voluntary redundancy, if you have just been treated badly and you don't want to stay anymore and you want to look for a new job, you can reach out to me personally, of course, but you can also come here, open up that PR, and I hope that I can use my meager view count to help boost that signal and find you a job where you are treated better, as you deserve to be, as we all deserve to be. Is there anything I'm forgetting? There is nothing I'm forgetting. Famous last words. All right, we will wrap it up here. If you would like to sponsor these videos, this sort of content, the live programming videos, the tutorials, all of it, you can come on over to the sponsor page. And you can choose to either be a one-time sponsor, you can be a monthly sponsor, whatever you would like. It is up to you. Anything is appreciated. However, I do know that not everybody is able to become a sponsor, so the very, very next best thing that you can do is hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, where you are probably watching this video right now. Alright my friends, that is everything for this time. I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.